Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Your local bedhead here. We are going to be diving into another situation. It seems like Elton has replied again. This is something that we were all expecting, and I've been keeping up to date with this, and I've been obviously sharing my thoughts and my opinions because I'm a paranormal reactor. I love the spooky stuff, but I also deeply care for these guys, and I as a fan, I really don't want to see this happen, but unfortunately it just is. And look, it's to the public, it's out there now. I have the ability to react to it, and people want to hear my thoughts. And I've been, literally, no joke, been getting blown up all day. I was at work, as you guys can tell. I was at work, and everybody asking me, can you please make a video on this? We want to hear your thoughts right now. Please, please, please. I want to hear what you have to say about this. And so far in this situation where I've given both sides a very good chance to explain themselves, I really, truly do feel like Elton has so far the better videos. He's kind of making more sense. And I'm not saying I'm not obviously willing to listen, accept that Corey could be telling the truth. It's just, as of right now, it's really hard who's telling the truth. But if I had to be honest, I gotta say, Elton so far has kind of convinced me that he is the one who's being more sincere in this moment. Maybe I'm wrong about that, I don't know. And again, I've said that if the proof comes out and we actually do find out more from Corey's side and he's actually telling the truth in some cases, I will of course be willing to listen to that and accept it for what it is, and even make an apology saying that, hey man, maybe your videos just didn't win me over, but it seems like you're telling the truth. But so far I'm not seeing anything like that. There's just something off about Corey's responses. I truly just feel bad in this situation. I really do, and I'm hoping that in this video maybe Elton says something that maybe will put an end to this or something along those lines. And you're probably wondering, why am I making a video on it? The real reason why I'm making videos on this is because, bluntly, I get asked to do it. And if I'm getting asked to do it as much as I have been, I'm just going to make a video on it. People want to know my thoughts, and the easiest way for me to get around to everybody is just to make a YouTube video. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this, guys, and I'll give you guys my personal thoughts, of course, during and after the video. Let's hear what Elton has to say about Corey's responses.
Watching, because the video posted yesterday is so unfathomably insane that I would actually now rather put this in the court of public opinion. Okay, so one, here's the thing. You never responded to my texts. You haven't answered any of my emails. You've avoided me at any possible opportunity we could have run into each other, including one of our friends going away parties.
Wow, and actually that was something that was brought up in my comment section, is like, okay, Corey does say that Elton lives about, or lives, I don't know if it's the truth or not. You know, a lot of people want to say that they know these guys almost on a personal level, to where they know if, they know the facts apparently, but I don't know if what Corey was saying was true about how they lived almost 3 minutes away from each other. I don't think he would have any reason not to, to say that. But if that was the case, why didn't Corey try to make an attempt to go to Elton and say something, right? I mean, vice versa. I mean, these guys were around each other a lot, so why not do it like that? I just feel like he one-sided it, kind of saying, well, if you cared so much about it, why didn't you walk over here and why didn't you say something to me? And if it meant so much to you, and it's like, how could you do that, man? It's like, apparently, you sent him a text message while he was on a trip heading to, like, I think New Zealand, if I'm not mistaken, and that's when he sent him the text message saying that he was done with overnight. I mean, at that point, by the time he gets back home, is he even in the mood to see you at that point? Because he's so frustrated. I don't know. So again, I'm hoping that he drops more facts. I know people are tired of me saying that. He's going to drop something. He's going to drop something. He's going to drop something. It's like, yes, he has to, because we need to start seeing proof. I mean, you can only take someone's words so far, right? Especially where we just don't know. This is a situation, a battle between two people who used to be friends, and it's a bit hard to watch. But you want to believe a lot of the things they say. But at the same time, you also got to take a step back and be like, how aggressive are they coming off? How vengeful are they coming off? How spiteful are they coming off? And to be honest, in Corey's video, I sensed a lot of spitefulness. I sensed a lot of, obviously, tensity, and I can't blame him, obviously, for after that video. But at the same time, you got to also expect that, and look at it this way. You kind of put Elton in a position to where he was going to have to say something, and if you weren't at least, like, going to tell him what he should say, he's just going to have to say something. And at that point, he was so fed up, and I understood it, and I understood Corey being upset about the video, but at the same time, man, it's like, what a tricky situation. Oh.
You respond to me on your own TikTok video yesterday.
Sorry, guys, the volume wants to turn down. Why are you doing that?
Me at any possible opportunity we could have run into each other, including one of our friends going away parties. Okay, finally finally, you respond to me on your own TikTok video yesterday, and all I'm doing is, as I'm watching it, I'm fact-checking you. That's all I'm doing. I'm not being a dick. I'm not being rude. You're talking about California minimum wage this and all that, and I'm just going through fact-checking. You're talking about years and dates. I'm fact-checking, and all I'm doing is replying with the actual factual evidence.
Ooh, okay.
I didn't want to fucking do this, dude. You were my best friend. And you fucked me over. And the thing is, everyone thinks it's something so simple because I tried to keep it professional and I tried to keep it financial and business only. I didn't bring up any of the other shit. Anything. That was a choice to try and still protect you after the shit you've done, okay? No one knows what I know. At least on the internet. Our friends do. They all do. You know all those people that you say all turned against me and don't... They're inside right now. Obviously it looks fucking empty. They're all inside right now. I'm with 7 people that I've been friends with for 3 to 10 years, all of which have worked with you. And yet we're still friends, okay? I didn't want to do this, but I know what you're capable of because I was there when you did this exact same fucking thing to another channel that you exited from, that you were no longer a part of. I won't even say you exited from it.
I want to talk about that for a second. There's a lot he just dropped here. He's getting really emotional. I can't blame him, man. I mean, at this point, I can't blame any of them for getting frustrated and ticked off and mad. The best thing I would suggest these guys do is just sit down and talk about it. That's the best thing I'd suggest. I really do. I mean that. He's really getting pissed off here. And look, that was something that he was talking about a lot too, is that, and look, there's a lot you can do. When you backtalk people and you give a certain narrative on certain people and what they're like and what they say and what they do, I mean, you can really control a room. I mean, you really can. So I'm not sure if Corey's like that. I'm not really too sure. But it sounds like to me, and look, I'm going to be a little bit honest with you. Yesterday on Corey's video, he kind of got salty towards the entire overnight crew. I'm not sure if anybody else noticed that, but he got salty towards everybody. It wasn't even just Elton. Elton was the one who specifically made the video and talked to him about it and dropped all these things about him. Elton was the one at fault there if he really wanted to point the finger at somebody, right? But no, he decided to throw everybody under the bus a little bit about the whole chicken noodle soup thing and say, sorry, overnight crew, for he was calling the overnight crew like he was never a part of the crew to begin with and whatnot. But there's something certain here. I think a lot of people are beginning to notice. And again, it sucks to say this, man. You have no idea. I know a lot of people in the comment section are really coming at me right now saying, you're talking all this smack and shit and stuff. You're bashing Corey and whatnot. And I think, and first off, I'm not trying to come off like I'm bashing him. I really hope you're not actually thinking I'm intentionally coming at Corey and bashing him. I'm saying what I see. Right? I'm not the one saying this stuff. I'm the one who's watching it and then relaying my own personal thoughts like a lot of you guys are. You may not agree with me. You might agree with me. I can't win everybody over. All I can do is be honest with you guys about what I see in this situation. Again, being a bigger fan of Corey than I was even Elton. So before you really come at me, understand this too. I'm actually a fan of both of these guys. I don't like to see them in this situation. It sucks to see these situations. This stuff happens. This is not the first time a couple of friends on YouTube have parted ways and got into fights. I mean, it's certainly not the only time. And look, it happens. It happens. Business does get involved, and sometimes people don't like the way certain things are ran. I'm not saying that's the situation here, but that's just the risk you have to take when doing YouTube. And look, being a public figure also means you have to be prepared to take heat sometimes. Everything that you do within your life is open to the public. This is not no rocket scientist. This is common sense. This has been going on for years. Talk shows, YouTube videos, interviews. Everybody knows a lot about everybody. Paparazzi, right? These are just things that are going to happen. And look, these guys are putting it out to the public right now that this is what's going on. I'm just talking about it. So please don't come at me like I'm the one sitting here saying what I'm saying because I just decided I want to bash these two for some reason. I'm only saying what I'm saying because people want to know my honest thoughts. So before you go into the comment section really coming at me, just know that that's what I'm saying. And look, if you don't agree with me, that's fine. You can say how you feel in the comment section. I don't remove comments. YouTube might, look at him and say, hey, that might be offensive, and remove it. I just got to approve it again. But if you want to leave an offensive comment against me, that's up to you. But let me go back a little bit because the audio is going to turn all the way down for some reason. I don't know why it's doing that.
Another channel that you exited from, that you were no longer a part of. I won't even say you exited from it. You were no longer a part of it. The shit you told me about them is insane. And the thing is, I'm not going to say what any of that shit is because none of it was true. None of it was true at all. You made up everything. I've reached out to everyone to be like, hey, I'm trying to put all the pieces together. Is that true? No, 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 no. Everyone was like, what the fuck? Okay? So I tried to keep this as chill as I can, dude, but you cannot try and accuse me of abusing you. Okay? You cannot try and accuse me of not taking your mental health seriously. And then also just money in general is insane, dude. I only made the video I did. I waited as long as I could. I was like, the wedding's coming up, the bachelor party's coming up. That's what I'm on right now. Okay? And I wanted to just get it out there because I saw what you were doing already. You were talking shit and lying to close friends of mine. Of course I found out. You were doing it to close friends, and then all of a sudden I start getting more people sending me like, hey, Corey said this during the live stream, and hey, in this YouTube video he's saying this, and hey, pretty sure he's talking about you, and of course I know what you're saying. So yeah, dude, I made the video because I am so fucking terrified of what you are able to do. You're so believable. So believable and so lovable. Okay? I fucking loved you. I still do. I'll never not, bro. And this is insane to me that you still won't respond. After all this time, you knew I was getting married. You knew who the groomsmen were. You still didn't reach out. Okay? So here's my solution.
Okay, we'll get to a solution in a second. I love the fact that he still had the cojones to say that he still loves him on this video, even knowing he is, of course, saying what he has to say about it. Because, look, man, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I know people who are just like this. Yeah, I'm not saying Corey's like this. I don't know the facts. I don't know everything. I'm to be blunt right here, guys. I'm just saying what I see. I don't know if he's this kind of person, but if he is, I've known people like that. I've known people to act like your buddy in person, your best friend, and then go behind your back and do a whole bunch of crazy shit, say some crazy shit to people. They'll tell you, oh yeah, he said that, you said this, and make the whole narrative against you and stuff, but he's still acting like your friend. Oh yeah, no, they're cool with you, and this is real. This is a real thing. These are real people out there who actually pull this kind of shit, and it is one of the worst things you could ever do in a work environment. You could ever have in a work environment, to have someone like that who creates this false narrative with everybody that you're friends with, including yourself, and making you believe this guy is like the life of the party or the best guy around, and that is scary. That is a scary real thing, and if that is the case, man, I know his frustration with that. And the fact that he said he reached out to a bunch of the creators that Elton or Corey was talking with, I mean, if they're willing to back Elton in this and risk like losing Corey as a friend, I mean, that's going to say a lot. So I'll take his word for it. Again, like I took Corey's word for it for certain things, I'm going to take his word for it that he actually did talk to these people. And if it ever comes to it, I'm sure he will probably ask them to say something. That's crazy, man. That is actually insane. He's really not happy here. He's really going on a full, yeah.
After all this time, you knew I was getting married. You knew who the groomsmen were. You still didn't reach out. Okay? So here's my solution. Here's my offer, my peace treaty, whatever it is. You and I meet up and talk it out on a live stream.
Yeah.
None of this like you and me meet up and then you can go home and all of a sudden change your mind on everything that was discussed as if none of it ever happened, which is what you seem to always be doing. You and I meet up. It's on a live stream. That's it. Bring all the proof you want. Bring everything you want. FaceTime whoever you want. I don't care. We can even have a mutual friend of ours mediate it. Someone that's been friends with you significantly longer than me.
Wow,
who loves you deeply.
He's really confident.
And me as well. He's with me now. Okay? Already talked about it. That's my solution. That way there's nothing to hide behind. There's nothing to change your mind on. That's it, okay? I get home on the 21st night of July. Okay, I get home like 10 p.m. We can do it at 10:01. I don't need a fucking second to prepare for anything. I already have it all here. Everything is here. I checked everything before I posted my video. We can do July. I'm there 21st night, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. All those days. And if you need it to be the 27th, I'll move some shit around. I don't care. Okay, because this is insane what you accuse me of. The defamation level, dude, I don't think you actually like can understand what it is that you're saying. So I'm gonna go just 3 points here in order of least to most importance. 1, the money. Bro, you can't argue money. I have everything. I'm sorry you don't do your own accounting and
Okay, yeah, this is something that a lot of people were commenting about too, is what he said about how much he made. And you didn't get to see the full document. All you got to see was the little $61,000. Yeah, I don't think it was a good idea. Like if Elton was in charge of the money like he says he was, and I'm beginning to believe, and I actually do believe he is, he comes off like a very smart dude. Why would you lie about the money you made if he has all the records of how much money you have made? That was the biggest why would you do that kind of thing. Yeah, and I know that apparently Corey blocked him on TikTok, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure.
bro, you can't argue money. I have everything. I'm sorry you don't do your own accounting and you don't do your own taxes. That's not my problem. That doesn't make what you said true. 1, you told a bunch of people locally, right, that you made like $45,000 a year. And then the next person you told you made $55,000 a year. And then all of a sudden you show a receipt for $61,000 a year. That's not right. You got paid from 2 different corporations. You showed 1 document. Okay, so let's say that 61, I don't know what the amount was because you fucking blocked me on TikTok, so I couldn't like re-look at what you said.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, let's say it's 61,000. That's one thing. Okay, you also got another 10 grand from me cash. That's another thing. I don't know if you've checked your emails, but I've still been wiring you money for 2023. You got sent more money that way. Okay, and then you got paid for Haunted Homies. What was Haunted Homies? I have all the numbers here. $63,000 for Haunted Homies, another $10,000 cash.
Oh my God.
Another $13,000 that was just wired. Not just wired, but was wired for last year because it was on every 6 months that the payment was fucking due. And then you were supposed to get another $25,000, but you quit before I got home from New Zealand to handle everything. And that was the December merch box of the ghost hunt thing. You were supposed to get money for that. And then you backed out of the fucking charity event, ghost hunt there too, and I covered all the money, and then my accountant was like, I guess just take it from the money you owe him for Haunted Homies. So regardless, the grand total here that you were paid, if you take out, right, the grand total with the $25,000, had you not quit, would have been $183,000 for 57 nights of work.
Holy shit.
$183,000 for 57 nights of work. This is factual documentation on IRS paperwork, in emails, in invoices, on agreements, okay? The math on that, $3,210 per night. Per night. That's over $1.1 million a year if you would have worked every day. In my video, I said it was $1,500 a night because that was the rate. The rate I was paying you that didn't factor in all the other shit on top. Haunted Homies was, I fucking put it all together and we were dead even splits on that. You and I made the exact same amount, but I did all of the work. All of the work.
Yeah, he really, oh my God, dude, I feel bad. Like, I really feel bad it's come to this. I really do, because I know there's a lot of people who love Corey. I love the guy too. I think he's hilarious. Elton said it himself. He's a very lovable guy. I understand it. But in this situation, by God, it seems like he was just simply in the wrong. And look, like, he has the documents. I mean, you can't deny that Corey was trying to make a point about how much money he made against Elton, the guy who was responsible for paying him, and it's backfiring on him. If he actually says he has the IRS documents, I mean, there's really no arguing with that. Even if you love Corey to death, even if you want Elton to be in the wrong here, I don't know how you argue with that kind of factual paperwork. If that is the real evidence and proof that he has paid him. This is why you always got to keep, records of how much you pay people, right? That's always why you got to do it. Because situations like this where someone could start accusing you of doing, maybe he didn't think Elton was going to keep all of those, but that's why you do it. Even if you trust the person beyond belief, you still do it, just in case, because situations like this will happen. Okay? Oh, God. That sucks, man. It sucks. It does suck because you don't want to see it happen to Corey, but you know he's kind of doing it to himself at this point.
Top. Haunted Homies was, I fucking put it all together and we were dead even splits on that. You and I made the exact same amount, but I did all of the work. All of the work. Everything. Do you not realize how fucking crazy this is, dude? You made more than me last year, but you don't know that because you never asked.
Paid attention.
You never gave a fuck. And I didn't care. Okay? I'm fine. I donated everything I made last year. I donated over $100,000 to plant trees last year. I donated a fuck ton of money during the Warren Museum charity stream. And I also paid for the entire production for the Warren Museum charity stream. Anyone can look at how many trees I donated. It's on a fucking professional government website. It was $100,000 for trees. You can look at how much I donated to Feeding America. It's there. I donated damn near as much as you made. Do you not understand that, dude? Okay? So fuck it. Let's go pass some money. Oh, here's the next thing. You want to accuse me, bro? You want to accuse me of not caring about your mental health. Not caring about your mental health. When you knew when I was 15 I tried to kill myself. I showed you the place I tried to do it when we went to Connecticut. I was like, that's it. That's the fucking river that I was going to swim into, and I knew I wouldn't be able to make it out of the rip current, and I was going to fucking drown, okay? And I swam a little bit of the waves, and I couldn't get myself to do it. I fucking tried. I couldn't get myself to do it. And you know that. And I've been super vocal with you about my mental health and all the shit I've been going through, and I've always, always, always put you first and taken care of you. You always tell me that the trips make you the happiest. Going to New Zealand, it made you the fucking happiest. Ghost hunting with your buddies made you the happiest. Being in the same RV made you the happiest. And yet somehow I'm the villain. I'm the villain because you tell me that the thing that makes you the happiest is making videos with me. And I kept trying to keep us making videos and pay you the best I can, Edith. I'm the fucking criminal here. I'm the villain here in this scenario, bro. Come on, dude. I'm the one who's always like, let's go to the gym. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. What do you want to do? Do you want to go to Tempest? Do you want to train? Do you want to come bounce on the fucking trampoline? Do you want to play Mario Kart? I was always the one reaching out to you to be like, what do you want to do, man? Like, I'm happy to fucking make you happy. That's crazy. That's fucking heartbreaking. That's crazy, dude. And then the most severe thing is that you try and say that not only I, but everyone abused you. I believe that is the word. Again, I haven't been able to watch the TikTok since yesterday when you blocked me. But you tried to say I abused you. Dude, I was in the same room as you. I did the same thing. And also, if you think I abused you, that means the 7 other people that were there, that were with you, that also let you do the same thing, also abused you. You accused 7 people.
Yeah, he's not wrong. He did say that the overnight, he was like, I'm sorry I offended the overnight crew for you wanting more food and kind of throwing them all under the bus. I don't remember the abuse part. Maybe I have to go back and rewatch that response video. Yeah, it's pretty big accusations to make when you don't have proof. I mean, we have, the videos of like the pranks and stuff. I mean, people have been, re-bringing those up and everything and the pranks and whatnot. I'll agree, those pranks can be really fucked up every once in a while. And he took them too far. Absolutely. I 100% agree with that. But to say someone was abusive without having the proof, I don't know. I need you're going to have to show proof of that because I can't just assume this guy was mentally abusive or anything. And if the people he's around don't say he's mentally abusive, I don't know then. But, and again, I don't know these guys well enough to know if this is all factual, right? I mean, invite me to one of your paranormal things and be abusive to me, I guess, and I'll, say you're abusive. I don't know. I just don't have enough proof for that. So I can't really go off of that. But it's a pretty crazy accusation to make, saying that he's an abusive guy and everybody wanted to avoid Elton. And Corey kept telling him that you got to keep going, guys, because Elton's going to get pissed off at you or something. And, it's for the sake of the video or whatever have you. It's for the sake of the fans. And I was never a fan of that, honestly, when you use the fans as an excuse to stick around or put yourself through pain, blaming the fans pretty much for why you're doing this. It's never been my thing. I'm not a fan of it myself. So, I mean, that's another reason why Corey's response video wasn't all heart-winning to me. And I didn't, was like, I felt bad for the guy, but I'm not. I feel bad for the whole situation. This whole situation just sucks.
Or with you that also let you do the same thing, also abused you. You accused 7 people of abusing you. Why? Because the room was cold. It was 56 degrees in the room. One night it dropped down to, I think, 48. And you said that we didn't have a heater because I was worried about the noise. That's not true. We didn't have a heater because when we plugged in the heater, it broke the power. It popped the fucking breaker. Okay? And if the heat was on, the stream couldn't run, and we were there to do a charity stream. Also, you knew where we were going. You knew we were going to Connecticut in the fucking winter. You knew that. I wore thermals and a sweatshirt and a hoodie and a jacket. I don't know what you wore, but I'm not responsible for dressing you. Okay? You were not abused. You got scared and you played sick. That is the fucking truth. You got scared, which is fine, but you played sick. And I get why you did it, because it would be a really embarrassing thing to tell people on stream that you signed up to do a 5+ day ghost hunt, one of the most haunted places in the world, and now you're too scared to do it. I get it. That would have been fucking weird. And that's why I never said shit. I let you just play sick. And you came in when you wanted, and then you did what you wanted, and you jumped in, and you jumped out, but we all know you weren't. Everyone was there. All of us were there. And also, I did not say that you shouldn't have ordered McDonald's because you needed to eat. That's not what I said. What I said is that any person who was feeling ill and actually cared about getting better to rejoin the charity
should not be eating greasy food, yeah.
Should have ordered food that would actually benefit their body. As far as I know, McDonald's is not a recommendation of any physician. That's not the diet of choice.
No, it's not. He's right, though. He's right. I mean, that's the truth. You don't want McDonald's. Dude, I remember when I got sick because I got drunk. And my friend Brandon, throwing him under the bus here, we went to McDonald's the next morning. And I'm not joking when I say this. I drank probably a full glass of straight tequila. Full glass. I chugged it. I was trying to impress my friends. Stupid idea. I was basically throwing up my guts that entire night. It was horrible. 5 showers. I kept going into the shower and laying down because I just couldn't handle it. And the next morning, I didn't eat nothing that night. I drank all that and I didn't eat nothing. So my friend Brandon's like, I gotta get some food in this guy. And we took off to McDonald's and he buys me a breakfast burrito. And the second I put that thing in my mouth, like I just wanted to vomit. We had to pull over 5 times on the way home because I tried to eat McDonald's and it was not ideal. Not ideal. He's right though. It's not the ideal food. I mean, that seems like a caring response. Like, hey man, maybe you try something else. I'm not sure how he said it. Of course I don't. I wasn't there, but it makes sense. From if this guy is as caring as he is, and everybody else cares about the guy, they're gonna be like, hey man, maybe don't eat McDonald's. Maybe eat something that would be better for your stomach, right? I mean that. And if Corey was saying that he was sick and, he wasn't aware that they knew he was like faking just to get out of the video because he was scared, then maybe he was trying to attempt to lie and they caught on to it. I mean, that does show a bit of a lie right there, right? I mean, even if he's like, maybe he knows about it or not, he's still kind of lying. And that does kind of show a little bit of a lie. I mean, in a sense, and he obviously wasn't sick because he wanted McDonald's. And look, maybe he was sick. I don't know. It's tough, guys. It's tough. But if the other people are willing to come out and say this, I mean, so far, I hate to say it, guys. I don't hate to say it because it makes sense. Elton so far has had the better side of the argument so far. He just has. I'm not saying that because I'm biased. I know one guy said I was biased. And look, I'm not. I've tried to go about this in a respectful way or unbiased way. And the first video I saw was Elton's video about the Overnight channel. And I saw Corey's response. Corey's response didn't really fit well with me. Maybe because I didn't like the fact that he started to blame his fans for why he continued to do Overnight even if he was depressed. I don't like that. Don't put the fans up on this pedestal of being the ones you're accusing of why you decided to stay. If you weren't happy, you weren't happy. Okay.
That's not the diet of choice, okay? All of us were like, dude, you're eating things that are making it worse for you. Why would you eat things that are making it worse for you? We didn't say you should only eat chicken noodle fucking soup. We just said eat things that are healthy, that'll help you.
Crackers.
All of us. We're just trying to help you. And then that's when it all registered on us that you were just scared and you played sick. And no, you weren't on phone calls and you were in the sunshine, bro. Fuck off with that. fuck off with that. You were also totally chill in the motorhome. That's bullshit. I know what those phone calls were about with your family, and don't you fucking dare try and say it was about me abusing you. That's not what it was. I know what it is, but I'm not gonna spill personal drama bullshit that involves other people. Okay, I'm trying to avoid that. I'm not trying to bring fucking names into this, or other people into this, or anything like that, bro. But I know you. I know what you do. And it's fucking crazy to me that I didn't think this would happen to me too when I watched you do it to everyone that had ever been in your life. I watched it happen. And for some reason, delusional Elton was like, nah, he's changing. He's going to be a better person. This is my best friend. Like, I fucking love this dude. He would never. And then here we are. Bro, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's meet up, live stream it, vocalize everything. I'm not afraid of the truth, bro. I'm only afraid of you and your imagination. That's it. Okay? So let's do that. And if you don't want to meet up, because obviously you're lying about everything, and it'll be blatantly clear, then accusing me of abuse and paying you below minimum wage, which, by the way, is just absolutely insulting when you do the math on it, to how fucking hard people work for their money, bro. I came from being homeless, okay? Me, that's fucked, okay? On behalf of all those people, I apologize that he said that. That's insane. Okay, but these accusations that you have made...
Yeah. He's right, though. He's right. I don't think many people bought the whole he makes under minimum wage. I've told you guys before, I make $14.50 an hour. I work 3 days a week at my job. I think you can put the math together. I make relatively close to about $600 every 2 weeks. And then on top of that, I'm doing YouTube. Trying to get myself out there more, trying to make myself have a voice out there. I'm wanting people to listen to me, and we have conversations about things that we enjoy talking about. Paranormal investigation channels, paranormal investigators, things like that. Horror films. And I struggle. I'm buying a house right now. I'm struggling beyond belief. And if he is lying about that, that is such bullshit. You know? You should be fucking proud of the fact that you're not having to go to work every day or push yourself to have to do all this stuff. I mean, it's just insulting. It really is. It really is insulting. It sucks. I'm happy for the guy. That's the problem. I'm happy for the guy. He gets to do a job that all you get to do is go around and do paranormal investigations. Have fun with your friends, do comedy, do stand-up. While some of us just are not in those situations to be able to do that. I'd find a lot of people to be insulted by that. And if he is for a fact lying about how much he made and saying he makes under minimum wage just for us to pity him, I'm sorry, what the actual fuck? If that is the truth. If he could prove that he makes that and actually, can show all the information, that's one thing. But if Elton has the numbers, because if he was paying people, that's another thing. So I got to be honest, when Elton did say that, that really hit home with me just a little bit. Because I would love to be in a situation like that. I would fucking love to be in a situation where I can go ghost hunting every day, make $1,500 every ghost hunt, and actually love what I'm doing. Seeing if the paranormal's out there, having fun with people. My God, that's the dream. So for him to use that as a way for us to pity him, I didn't buy it, guys. I didn't buy that he made under minimum wage. I'm sorry. I'm not calling him a liar. I have a hard time believing that. Anyways, can we go ahead and continue? I'm sorry, guys. He's right. That really did that was kind of insulting. It really was.
That's insane. Okay, but these accusations that you have made that absolutely are 100% false with no merit to them, anything at all, they are purely fictional, delusional. And you don't want to hash this out and admit to it, the fact that you're lying, then okay. We go to court, I sue you, and whatever amount the lawyers want to go for, great, gets donated. I don't want your money. I don't. I've only wanted you to make more money so you can live a more comfortable, happy life and pursue the things you want to do. So, that's it.
Wow. That was hefty. I won't lie to you guys. That was hefty. That was a lot to take in. I won't lie to you. Basically saying if you're not willing to talk to me and make this right and come out clean, I'm just going to take you to court. We got to be real too, guys. If everything that Corey is saying about Elton is all a lie, he does have the right to take him to court for that. He does, especially if he has the physical proof to prove that he is lying. He does. Do I want to see it? Of course not. Of course I don't want to see it. I don't want to see Corey get sued. But can you blame Elton for trying to defend himself so people don't think he's an abusive guy? No, you can't. This is a sticky situation. I really don't know. I really want to see the physical proof. I mean, we did get a hint that he did actually talk about the IRS documents that did show how much he paid Corey. So that is something in this situation that just I was not expecting him actually to do. I was hoping he would do it because I was saying that he needs to go ahead and start proving it. And it seems like he really had the numbers there. So I'll take his word for it that he was telling the truth about that. But this is not a good look for Corey. This really is not a good look. And I'm not trying to be biased here. I really like Corey, man. This is not fun for me to say. In this situation, it seems Elton's got more of a swing. I don't know. You're going to have to give me your opinions down below. Maybe there's some things I'm missing here. Maybe there's things I'm wrong about. But if you guys leave your information down below in the comment section, we can try to figure this out together. And again, if something else comes up, I will make a video reaction to kind of keep you guys updated. If you guys are waiting for my reactions, maybe you're not. Maybe you already know. But anyways, guys, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're almost to 30,000 subs. I really couldn't have done it without you guys. I very much appreciate you wanting to hear my opinion about certain things. Doesn't mean all the things we talk about are always going to be fun, but it is something that we should, definitely mention or talk about. And you guys wanted me to, so I did. So thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Please do take care. And also, I want to go ahead and say that if we had 100,000 subscribers, I plan on doing my first ever paranormal investigation. I don't know. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one.
If you can't stay, can't start to through, you won't be meant dead.